right. Ready? I wanna read a magazine. I wanna put an old record on. I wanna sit on the stoop with a beer and the sun sinking down on the neighbor's lawn. I wanna play you a brand new song. I wrote it just for you. I wanna get in the car and drive like we got nothing else to do and make the world brand new. I wanna take a walk alone. I wanna lose track of space and time. Wanna cross the railroad tracks, hit the dirt road back where the kids get high. I wanna find a lucky dime, skip it out on the lake. I wanna think about better times and how much love it takes to make the world brand new. I wanna sit with a guitar in a room, just me and you, get everything you're supposed to do and play every song we've known all along. That's what we long to do. I wanna kiss your honey lips in the garden with the sugar plums. I wanna lie on the grass with my face flushing red from the wine in the midday sun. I wanna feel your body rise like the bread I baked by hand. I wanna feel it all come true, baby, like we used to do when the world was new. I wanna lay my body down after a day of playing hard. I wanna feel it sinking deep, slip into a restful sleep, wake from a brilliant dream of flying over fields. I wanna feel the love I want. I wanna want the love I feel. I wanna read a magazine. I wanna put an old record on. I wanna sit on the stoop with a beer and the dogs running wild on the neighbor's lawn. I wanna watch them howling free under a sky so blue. Baby, that was you and me. Baby, that was me and you when the world was new. When the world was new.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everybody give a round of applause for our professional dancers in the front. You guys are awesome. We did pay them, but you know, they're worth every dime. So for those who have never heard of us before and maybe just stumbled in because, you know, you're in the neighborhood, hi, we're Mouths of Babes.
Hello.
We came all the way from our new hometown, which is Asheville, North Carolina, where we reside now. We lived in Northern California for a real long time and just made our way back to the South and pretty excited about it. And of course, we have our very, very esteemed, wonderful, gorgeous guest over here, your very Norman's own Nate Borowski.
Thank you.
And we are so excited. We have a lot of history in this band on the stage, which we will clue you in about as the show goes. But right now, we're just so excited to be here with y'all. So the first Mouths of Babes history lesson you should probably know is that each of us have individual names. So over here on the guitar and the banjo and the percussion is Ty Greenstein. Hello.
Hi, y'all. Yay. You don't even know me and you're clapping for me.
Suckers.
You're so nice and Norman.
Norman Nice. Is that a thing? It is? Are there t-shirts? No? Okay, I'm gonna make them. Great. Norman Nice. Nice. I'm on it. All right, so, and then me, I only play things with 4 strings, which is the ukulele and the upright bass and the cajon, and my name is Ingrid Elizabeth. Hello. Hello. All right, so Ty and I have been married for about 9 years now and doing Mousa Babes for about 10 plus years. Oh, we got applause for marriage. Oh. Yes, that's the way we feel about it. I'm glad you agree. So anyway, we know all about love on the road and love at home, and it's all the same.
Alarm clock, wake up, head scratch, where the heck am I? Birmingham, Boston, Amsterdam, Austin, stranger in a strange town yet again, but I don't really mind, 'cause every day it's honey drizzle, hot tea, orange slice, heavy cream, your face smiling back at me in the morning light. I wake to the sweetest dream. All I know is that happy is another sunrise, be it rain or shine. A home is your pillow next to mine. You know you'll be sitting shotgun anywhere I roam, 'cause you and me are the lock and key to a happy home. Song, trash truck, thank God to wake up in my bed. Dirty dishes, dog walks, pulling weeds, pillow talk, every day the same thing, ain't no place I'd rather be instead. 'Cause every day it's honey drizzle, hot tea, orange slice, heavy cream, your face smiling back at me in the morning light. Awake to the sweetest dream. All I know is that happy is another sunrise, be it rain or shine. A home is your slippers next to mine. You know how to tend my fire, to warm your bones, 'cause you and me are the lock and key to a happy home. All I know is that happy is another sunrise, be it rain or shine. A home is your suitcase next to mine. You know you'll be sitting shotgun anywhere I roam, 'cause you and me are the lock and key to a happy home, to a happy home. We made a happy home.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Don't worry, Nate'll be back. This one's on loan.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? Oh no, I got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? No, no, I got a bad my desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is it good to you? Can he do to you the things that I do? Oh no, I can take you higher. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, and cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my soul. At night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. Only you can cool my desire. It's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, and cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my soul. At night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. Only you can cool my desire.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That is the boss.
Kind of always thought that song should be sung by a woman, so had to make it happen, you know?
All of them really should be, I think.
Because who's really the boss? Let's be real. Do you want to tell, like...
Yeah, so once again, we have Nate Borofsky here on stage. And Nate and I go way back.
Yeah, we do.
We played together in a band called Girlyman for...
Oh, you've heard of him?
for a long time. And this is our first show that we're playing together in 12 years. Woo! This is a song we used to play with Girlyman.
I know I have no rights. I know I have no say. I know that you're not thinking about me anymore anyway. But what was it we were? In that thin piece of time. 'Cause I was never yours, and you were never mine. I don't really care, I'm fine.
I wanted you to know before you up and go back to your pretty boys, back to your pretty home, that you're a ray of God, lighting up the dust in the Vatican, and I'm a secret stairway down to a place that light has never been, and we could be a soft amen. Yeah.
So you don't have to say, 'cause I already know. There's nothing there to have, there's nothing here to hold. Now I'm leaning in, let me whisper just one
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
He speaks.
I do have a voice. It's true.
So does anybody know Kimmy the librarian?
Miss Kim.
Miss Kim, I'm sorry. It was very informal of me.
No. That is
Oh yeah.
Ms. Kim is how she is known.
Excellent. So yeah, we are, not only do we love librarians, but we're also big word nerds in this band. We are lovers of books and of poetry. Somebody up here might even be something of an English major. And when we were doing our first album, so many of our songs had like poetry references. That Ty was like, maybe we should call the album Poems I Learned in Junior English Class or something. And I was like, no, I'm gonna veto that. But this next song is one of those.
Any other English majors out there?
Hey,
No other English majors in Norman, Oklahoma?
No, there's some. See the back?
all
Yes, you in the
all
back.
right.
High
Oh,
five.
yeah, English majors are kind of quiet. They're like, I am. I know words.
Some smarts.
Well, they don't give you much to hold on to. You look for the sun, it's behind you. You wonder how they're gonna find you out at sea. 'Cause we sailed to Gibraltar together, through lashing of wind and of weather. And we hoped somehow it would just get better. Hope is a thing with feathers, fly to me. Well, every day something else leaks out. It's Russian roulette in the White House, and no one is free of the fear now in our sleep. So I pray to the God and the Father, but I wonder if they'll really bother. We had many chances to make it better. If hope is a thing that the feathers fly to me. Fly to me, fly to me. I've been waiting for so long. Fly to me, fly to me. Come and give me your best song. Do what you do to make it better. Oh, yeah. Well, some things are important to get right. Some things you can leave by the curbside. Some people fade like the daylight easily. Yeah. 'Cause you can't stop a train or a snowplow, and I can't change the person you are now. You can't change the past, the time, or the weather. But if you love, then you've already made things better. If hope is a thing with feathers, fly to me. If hope is a thing with feathers, fly to me.
Thank you so much.
Ty Greenstein, everybody.
Oh, thanks.
So it's true, Ty and I used to be in a band together, and this is a song that we wrote together. Actually, I think.
Yeah.
Did I? Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I thought I did.
Was I?
Yes, we
I was
did.
there. Yeah.
We wrote a lot of songs together.
It's true.
It's very exciting for us because, Ty and I have been doing Mouths of Babes for roughly 10 years, and we do occasionally play Girlyman songs, but we don't actually get to play it with like 2/3 or I guess half of Girlyman on the stage. And so this is a real selfish treat for us. So we hope you all are enjoying it too.
So this is one of the saddest songs I think I've ever written. So woohoo! Sunday in the park, woohoo, dancing. All right.
Good sad.
Yeah, good sad though. Sometimes the sad songs, I don't know how you all feel, but when I write a sad song or I listen to a sad song, I feel better. Because I feel like I can feel my feelings and then I'm done.
It's like emotional ipecac.
What she said. Ready? This is called the house song. I don't hear wind up in the trees. Nothing stirs those ancient leaves. And I don't know what begins at the growing of the vines, the deep descending patterns of the wrinkling of time, like that little plastic flower pot still sitting on the stairs, holding a dead bougainvillea from last year's burst of repairs. And all of the fences we built then are still holding in the dogs of our love, of our love, of our love. Every old place and every old time I thought I knew my haunted mind. Thought I picked through every longing 1,000,000 years ago.
The night I dream I'm flying down an endless open road, and our old Toyota is still frozen in the mud. How I begged you to leave it on the street during the flood, and how it sank further in the more we graveled and dug. Our love, our love, our love. Outside it's warm, the first of spring, the opening of everything. And this is what we wanted, a place to settle down. But nothing can prepare you for the gravity of ground. And our old foundation is so settled in its way. And I got less, baby, and less to say. And all the painting, rearranging never seems to stir the dust of our love, 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 of our love. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sad songs!
I love children dancing to sad songs. Proof that children can have fun to even like a song about a broken relationship.
Don't worry, we're not going to leave you there. I know it's Sunday night and everything, but we're gonna keep it up. So As I mentioned, Ty and I have been married for almost a decade now. How many of y'all been married longer than a decade? All right, well done. Y'all are inspiration. So, you know, as many of you know, there are many phases to a relationship, right? You have like, you know, the honeymoon phase, the very beginning, where it's like, I love you so much, you're amazing. And then that kind of eventually evolves into like, you know, just fascination, where you're like, oh, I just want to know everything about you. Which then eventually over time devolves into, wow, I know everything about you, especially after the pandemic. And then eventually that evolves into sweatpants, or yoga pants for some of us. But I am a firm believer that you can have the honeymoon and the sweatpants all at the same time. Yes? Yes.
Yes. In fact, you could have your honeymoon in sweatpants if you just want to, if you're doing it right. If you're
But it is true that occasionally you have to leave the house, which is what all of you good people have done tonight. And we are so grateful that you left your house and came to hang out with us tonight. So this next song is all about getting out of the house, whether you like it or not. Normally I would give a parental advisory warning for this song, but we're just going to do the PG-rated version. Don't you worry.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I am sick of laundry lists and laundry lines, and I am so tired of early to bed and early to rise. Sick of maybe laters, sick of tailgaters, sick of all the haters with their pamphlets and signs. Sick of rush hour, of never getting flowers, of staring at screens instead of into your eyes. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Gosh darn it, take me dancing, yeah. Whirl me across the floor out of my head, oh yeah. Until my feet are sore, oh, buy me a drink, sway me real slow until you see that girl you fell in love with a long, long time ago. Take me dancing. Well, I am sick of house slippers and dishwater hands, and I am so tired of those Saturday night sweatpants. The shorter the dress, the higher the heels, the redder my lips, the better I feel. Well, I'm so sick and tired of being no big deal. Gosh darn it, take me dancing, yeah. Whirl me across the floor out of my head, oh yeah. Until my feet are sore, oh, buy me a drink, sway me real slow until you see that girl you fell in love with a long, long time ago. Take me dancing. We'll slick back your hair, I shine up your shoes. It's time we take this bad, bad case of the ball and chain blues. Gosh darn it, take me dancing, yeah. Whirl me across the floor out of my head, oh yeah. Until my feet are sore, oh, buy me a drink, sway me real slow until you see that girl you fell in love with a long, long time ago. Take me dancing. Do 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 do. We blew the power out, y'all.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Whoa.
But somehow the mics didn't get blown out.
Yeah, no,
That's the
well,
magic
yours
part.
didn't. Only
No,
yours did.
no, yours too.
Really?
I think we can't hear us, but they can hear us.
Oh.
Yes?
Can you guys still hear us?
You can still hear us, yeah. Okay,
They can hear
great.
us.
Okay.
Amazing. All right, I'm glad we kept
Oh my God.
playing.
I'm just
Can
glad
anyone
it's
hear
still-
us? Are we still alive? What's happening?
Do I exist? Excellent. Well,
One,
I'm glad
two.
it didn't
Hey,
go the
hey,
other
hey, there
the
it
other
is.
way. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was some fancy
Excellent.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Give it up for the sound and AV crew, y'all.
Yes.
Without them, you would hear nothing. Tweet, tweet, tweet. All right, well, we're just going to do a couple more, and then we're going to take a real quick break so that you can refresh yourselves in all the ways that we do here in the park. And we do have plenty of fun things you can take home with you, including CDs and T-shirts and stickers. Also, the Summer Breeze swag is over there as well, so please come and say hi and give us semi-sweaty hugs or handshakes, and we would love to say hi. And then we're going to come back and play a whole nother set, so please do stick around.
I'm not really hearing this banjo.
Can they hear the banjo? Y'all can hear the banjo? Yeah, okay.
Maybe I need more. Yeah. How did that just happen? That must have just happened. I hope so.
That would have been nice. Do 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 do. I can hear in here. Yeah. Woohoo!
There it is. There it is. Okay, great.
Eureka. All right.
Nice practical joke turning off the banjo.
Ha ha ha. It's a cosmic joke.
This is how it's always been. Sun comes up, the day begins. People come and then they go. I've been around long enough to know that if you have a single seed, that's enough, that's all you need. And if you're lost in the night, keep the river on your right. I've been right, I've been wrong. I've
respect. What you give is what you get. I don't know, but I believe what you get is what you need. So if you have a single dime, well, we're only buying time. And if you're lonely in the night, keep a river on your line. If you're falling down, and no one can hear you, and no one can hear you, and no one can hear you call. Well, the river hears it all. Baby, come and be my friend, just the way that we began. Baby, come sit next to me, 'cause you're the one thing I believe. And if you have a single seed, give it love, that's all we need. And if you're lost in the night, keep the river on your right. If you have a single seed, give it love, that's all we need. If you're lonely in the night, keep the river on your right. Keep the river on your right.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. We got one more for y'all before the break, and then we will come back.
And, this is technically a folk show, so you know what that means. There's definitely going to be a sing-along. And that sing-along is now. The first one, that is. So, it is Sunday, which, we're spiritual people, but, we love gospel music, but we haven't exactly found our gospel music. We cover a lot of ground up here on the stage. So, originally, Ty comes from a Jewish family, and she's a practicing Buddhist, and I come from a Catholic family, but I was raised pagan, and I'm pretty sure you were raised
Fundamentalist agnostic.
fundamentalist agnostic. So we haven't really found our gospel music yet, so we just decided to make our own. So welcome. You have all just made the auditionless entry into the Equal Opportunity Non-Denominational Balance of Babes Gospel Choir. Mazel tov. So don't worry, we're going to start you off real easy. This is one word you have to sing, and that word is free. It's what you paid to get into this show. Very easy to remember. So it's going to be a call and response situation. I'm going to sing free, and then you're going to sing free. We're going to do that 3 times in a row, and on the 4th time, we all sing free together. Yeah? Let's do a test run. Ty?
All right.
The truth shall set you free, free, set you free, free, set you free, free. Glory, hallelujah, you'll be free. Yeah? Okay,
All right.
Sounds good. I like it. It might go a little faster than that, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to keep up. And if you get lost, just follow Ty over here. She's your trusty section leader. I follow her everywhere, and it's worked out pretty well for me so far. So, here we go. Everybody got pain, aching in their heart. They got pain, aching in their heart. So don't hold back, cry out loud, share it with a neighbor when you feel low down. The truth shall set you free, free, set you free, free, set you free, free. Glory, hallelujah, you'll be free. There you go. Everybody got fear, trouble in their heart. They got fear, trouble in their heart. So don't hold back, whisper in my ear, share it with a neighbor, watch it disappear. The truth shall set you free, free, set you free, free, set you free, free. Glory,
free. Now let me hear you sing it. Joy to the world, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. You know I love the ladies, love to have my fun. I'm a high night flyer and a rainbow rider, a straight shooting son of a gun. Sing it now. Joy to the world, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Now everybody got love warming up their heart. They got love warming up their heart. So don't hold back, reach out a hand, share with a neighbor, help them understand. The truth shall set you free, set you free, set you free. Glory, hallelujah, you'll be free. Now everybody got change, jangling in their heart. They got change, jangling in their heart. So don't hold back, throw your 2 cents in, share it with a neighbor, and you're both gonna win. The truth shall set you free, set you free, set you free. Glory, hallelujah, you'll be free. Glory, hallelujah, you'll be free. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and big finish, everybody. Thanks for singing with us. We'll take a quick break. Stick around. We'll be right back. I am open and I am willing, for to be a hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. There is a hurting in my family, and there is a sorrow in my town. There is a panic all across the nation, and there is a wailing the whole world around. But I am open and I am willing, for to be a hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. May the children see more clearly, and may the elders be more wise. May the winds of change caress us, even though they burn our eyes. But I am open and I am willing, for to be a hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. Give me a mighty oak to hold my confusion. Give me a desert to hold my fear. Give me a sunset wonder. Give me an ocean to hold my tears. I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank
Welcome
you.
Nate Borowski back to the stage.
That song, I Am Willing, is a song that we recorded on our latest album, which is called World Brand New. And you can get that tonight over there under that
With a
lovely
full
tent there.
gospel band and chorus behind us, too, which is pretty awesome.
And many of the other songs you're hearing tonight. I think I got a little bit of feedback in here, Carl.
Like this next song is also from this new record.
So this is a song that I wrote about how I wrote this for the control freaks of the world,
You know
myself
who-
included. So now there's a Venn diagram, right? There's the English majors and there's the control freaks. I think I'm like right in the middle of that. Anyone else?
Oxford comma or no Oxford comma?
So I wrote this when I was realizing that no matter how much I tried to force things, sometimes you just have to wait it out and it works out. This is called Jubilee.
With a little bit of hindsight, I probably would have been alright. With a little bit of self-respect and a little more time. But nothing really went my way. Every day was like Judgment Day. Every night was like a big mistake in the fabric of time. But this is how the hero's journey goes. No one ever really knows who they're gonna have to be. Jubilee, Jubilee, you gotta listen for the sound. Jubilee, Jubilee, well it's coming back around. You just wait long enough and you'll be free in the Jubilee. Way down in Mobile Bay, in the middle of the worst heat wave, all the fish swim up one day, throw themselves out of the sea. The whole town gets a free buffet, bells ring and the bands all play. The party goes on for days, it's called the Jubilee. Well, some things you don't have to earn, sometimes the world just turns, delivers everything you need. Jubilee, Jubilee, you gotta listen for the sound. Jubilee, Jubilee, well it's coming back around. Just wait long enough and you'll be free in the Jubilee. You were Machiavellian, and you refused to let me in. Or maybe just a real bad friend with too much history. And maybe now you're worn and tired, and life has left you uninspired, lost as any used up tire in the middle of the heat. Or maybe your heart's been found, metal bars have melted down.
That's Nate Borofsky on accordion.
Oh, I'm feeling. This is why it's called Summer Breeze, right? Oh, magic. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. So, I think we told you a little bit about kind of how we came to be in this configuration called Mouths of Babes. So long ago in a galaxy far, far away, some of you are obviously familiar with the band Girlyman, yes? So I was in a band called Coyote Grace that opened for, oh, hey, hi, you look familiar. That opened for Girlyman, and that's actually how Ty and I met. And our bands toured together, and our bands fell in love. And in that process, we fell in love. And then both of our bands kind of spontaneously combusted around the same time. And Ty and I were just kind of standing there looking at each other being like, I don't know, I want to keep playing music, how about you? Okay, well, we'll just try being a duo, and if it sucks, we'll stop. And 10 years later, we're still here, so, doing something right. Thank you. So this next song is from back in the ye olde Coyote Gracie days, and we did give it a Mouths of Babes makeover for about as long as we've been Mouths of Babes, and we are so happy to put it on the new album, the new and improved version. So, aptly called Summertime.
I was a watercolor girl in a tin-type town. The locals looked me up and down. Love to watch the head spin when we come around. Me and my sweet baby. She was a tall glass of lemonade. Always had me sweating in the shade. Stole my first kiss from me in the first grade. Lord, I knew she was the one. Whoa, berries in the bucket, babies on a blanket, tomatoes hanging heavy on the vine. Oh, the underwear's dancing to a Patsy Cline song out on the laundry line. In a field of lightning bugs that put the country stars to shame. Well, we're gonna get higher than the corn tonight, 'cause boys like her bringing me some of that summertime. With a watermelon chin, sunscreen hands, mosquito bites and farmer tents. She slipped a dandelion ring on my left hand, 'cause she knew I was the one. Well, the days get hotter, we go down to the water, past the city limit sign and leave the locals behind. Skipping stones, digging toes in the sand. We left our bathing suits on dry land. And the sun goes down, we get to rolling around, and I'm fogging up the windows with and I left my heart in the glove compartment of a dusty baby blue pickup truck. Whoa, berries in the bucket, babies on a blanket, tomatoes hanging heavy on the vine. Oh, the underwear's dancing to a Bonnie Raitt song out on the laundry line. Well, we made fireworks that put the city park to shame. The neighbors must have thought it was the 4th of July, 'cause boys like her bringing me some of that summertime. Well, now happiness is a front porch swing, forever is a dandelion ring. Whoa, this barefoot queen and her flatbed king, we know every song the radio sings in perfect 3-part harmony.
And thank God, or the goddess or the Buddha or whatever higher power you believe in, that boys like her, like the girls like me. Boys like her, like the girls like me. Boys like her, like the girls like me. One more time. Boys like her, like the girls like me. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. Cause I got that boom boom that all the girls chase, and all the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazines working the Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up. Cause every inch of you is perfect, from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said girls like a little more booty to hold at night. That booty, that booty. No, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. Oh, if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. Come on, y'all. All about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. All about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass,
Bass.
True story. Welcome Nate Borofsky back to the stage, please. Now you can really see the magic of Nate's shirt shining in the light. Not only is this shirt incredibly fabulous, but I'm gonna brag on him in a second here. He made that shirt. He sewed it himself. He's hogging all the talent, folks. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's rude.
Why, thank you.
All right, so
Thank you very much.
He's taking orders. Just kidding.
so my Bubby and Zadie, I miss them so much. They're my grandparents, my Bubby and my Zadie. They both passed away in 2019, and years before they passed away, when I first started to date Ingrid, you know, I brought her to meet them, and I was really nervous because before we were together, I was with this other woman for a very long time, and they never said anything, you know, except like, "How's your friend?" You know, Bubby would always say, "Oh, how's your friend?" You know, we had been together for many years, and so I brought Ingrid home, and we went to the Chinese restaurant by their house. It was called Taste Queen.
Not even making that up. That's really true.
That's actually what it was called. And, and we went to this Chinese restaurant, and we're sitting there, and I'm just like sweating, and we're like eating. And then Ingrid at one point gets up to use the bathroom. She goes into the bathroom, and my Bubby looks straight at me, and she pounds the table, and she said, "She's the one."
Thanks, Bubby.
So that happened. And I realized that my Bubby and Zadie had this like incredible love story. They were together for almost 74 years, and they died within 4 months of each other. And I think that they could just see love, when they saw it. So
when you know, you know.
When you know, you know. So this is a song that I wrote for them.
That was my life, and that beauty in the picture frame. That was my wife, till the day her maker came. That was my heart, it had to break 1,000 times. That was my art, though it never made a dime. I've had my share of anger, I've picked my share of fights, but now I'm trying to remember how anything can matter, except for the love we gave each other, the love we gave each other, except for the love. That was my youth, thought it would never end. That was my truth, and those were my best friends. Those were our kids. Guess I won't see those faces again. I stand by all I did, but now I wish I'd been more like them. I made my share of messes out of other people's lives, and now I'm trying to remember how anything can matter, except for the love we gave each other, love we gave each other, except for the love. I knew this day was gonna come, but it came faster than a bullet from a gun. Where did the years go? Well, damned if I know. That was my chance, I gave it all I had. These were my hands, I tried to do more good than bad. That was my life, it's strange how it felt so real. I guess this is my time, like the end of a movie reel, in a dark, empty theater, when the last credit's gone. And now I'm trying to remember how anything can matter, except for the love we gave each other, the love we gave each other, except for the love we gave, for the love we gave, except for the love, except for the love. Thank you very much.
Di Greenstein, everybody.
Thank you. That one's on our new album, too.
Well, now y'all are in for a special treat.
I'm gonna play a song.
We invited Nate to play one of his amazing new songs that he wrote in the past
Year.
year.
And this is a song I wrote this for the Oklahoma City in the Parks production of Romeo and Juliet last fall. Oh, yeah, some people were there. And this is a song, I wrote this. This is written from Juliet's perspective, and it's kind of at the beginning of the play. She's not really, she's certainly not that into boys or anything like that very much, and she's kind of like, whatever you say, Mom. What? But then something switches, and I kind of was really fascinated by that point in which you fall in love, the point at which everything changes in life sometimes, and even if it all ends in tragedy. It's called Let It Burn. It's worth it. Worth it! I never cared about the boys. Their poetry was just white noise until I heard those words from your lips. I saw you and my face went pale. My butterflies, they all set sail. Was yours the face that launched 1,000 ships? I'm alive, I'm on fire, I'm a funeral pyre. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. I never really got love songs, they're empty, I just hummed along until I saw the way you looked at me. Something's open deep inside the me I thought I knew has died. My heart is 10 times what it used to be. I'm alive, I'm on fire, I'm a funeral pyre. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Yeah, everything makes so much sense when you're living in the future tense. You never have to stop and question why. Everything I thought I knew, the things I always thought I'd do, they're all lying here on the ground. I act like I'm a simple girl, but now I want to break the world. Just strike a match, watch it all burn down. I'm alive, I'm on fire, I'm a funeral pyre. Let it burn, 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 let it burn.
Nate Borofsky.
Thanks,
Give it up,
y'all.
y'all.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I love that song.
Me too. And I mean, I'm going to give a shameless plug right now. So Nate very recently released the album of songs inspired by Romeo and Juliet, and it is phenomenal. And that I'm saying that because I am definitely a theater dork and a Shakespeare dork. So, I mean, I'm a little bit biased, but it is so good. You will not regret it. What is the name of the album?
It's called Let It Burn.
It's called Let It Burn. So now you've had a sample, and it's so good. So go find it. Where can they find it, Nate?
You can find it on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music. I forgot to promote the album. I did record it and I did release it, but I forgot to tell anyone.
Details.
We'll just tell
Welcome.
people for you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be your hype guy.
Appreciate it.
All right, are y'all ready for another sing-along? Excellent. All right, this one is a little level 201 after the first one. So I believe in you. You did so well on the first one, you passed the test. So there are 2 parts, and you can sing both parts if you want, however you feel inclined. The first part goes like this. Tell me what's it gonna be? Sing it with me, ready? Tell me what's it gonna be? Yeah, well done. Okay, now the second part is a little bit different. It goes, do you want her? Do you want her? You don't have to get all Beyonce on the end, but you know, it's encouraged. All right, let's try the second part together. Ready? Do you want her? Do you want her?
All right.
So once again, should you get lost or confused, you have your trusty section leaders up here to follow. When they sing, you sing. Yeah? All right. Let's do it.
not sure I've practiced singing on this, but it's gonna be
You
awesome.
got this.
So I'm with you guys. This is first time.
Newbie.
Silver spoon or pitchfork, baby. Tell me what's it gonna be? Tell me what's it gonna be?
Again.
Tell me what's it gonna be? Do you want her oyster bar and caviar? Or do you want my mustard grains?
Second part.
Do you want her? Do you want her? I said silver spoon or pitchfork, baby. Who's gonna give you what you need?
First part one time.
Tell me what's it gonna be?
You got it.
Perrier and moonshine, baby. Or what you want to fill your glass? Tell me what's it gonna be? Tell me what's it gonna be? Do you wanna play it safe and pump the brakes? Or slam down on the gas? Do you want her? Do you want her? I said silver spoon, pitchfork, baby. Who's gonna knock you on your arm? Tell me what's it gonna be? Jesus Christ to Elvis, baby. Or who you want to save your soul? Tell me what's it gonna be? Tell me what's it gonna be? Do you want a crown of thorns and Sunday scorn? Or do you want my rock and roll? Do you want her? Do you want her? I said Jesus Christ to Elvis, baby. I really gotta know. Tell me what's it gonna be? Break it down, baby. Silver spoon or pitchfork, baby. Tell me what's it gonna be? Let's hear you, just you. Tell me what's it gonna be? Again. Do you want my dirty homegrown loving or her lap of luxury? Second part, go. Yeah, I said silver spoon or pitchfork, baby. Who's gonna give you what you need? Tell me what's it gonna be? I said silver spoon or pitchfork, baby. Tell me what's it gonna be? Tell me what's it gonna be? I said silver spoon or pitchfork, baby. Is it her or is it me?
Great singing, y'all. You're hired. Let's get a bus and go on the road.
I call the back bench.
All right. Well, we just got a few more songs for you. And we are just so honored and tickled to be a part of this concert series. Please give it up to all the organizers, to Sherry, to the Depot, to Danielle, to Carl on sound, all the folks making us sound and look so pretty up here, doing all of the hard work there. And keep showing up every concert, because it means so much to the musicians that are coming through, and hopefully it means a lot to you as well, and you get a lot out of it, because we sure do. So thanks again for showing up. We know you have many choices here in the Norman metropolitan area, and we do thank you for choosing us. All right. So this next one is a bit of a collection of songs some of which we wrote, some of which we did not. And the ones that we did not write, ooh, by golly, it bums me out that I didn't write it and think of it first. But I'll just go ahead and steal it and sing it like it's my own. But all this to say, we are living in an exceptional time right now. I think everyone feels it in their own exceptional ways. But it kind of feels sometimes like we're all walking around with the nerves on the outside of our skin about what's happening in this very moment and what's going to happen next. And, for me, these types of songs bring it all back to, we have so much more in common with each other than we do different. And there's so much more that we can focus on, loving and appreciating each other and working together than pitting ourselves against each other. So this is our belief system, and we hope you can take a little bit of it with you into your heart as well.
I hear the crying of the hungry in the deserts where they're wandering. Hear them crying out for heaven's own benevolence upon them. Hear destructive powers prevailing. I hear fools falsely hailing to the crooked wits of tyrants when they call. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear the sound of tearing pages and the roar of burning paper. All the crimes in acquisition turn to air and ash and vapor. And the rattle of the shackle far beyond emancipators, and the loneliest to gather in their stalls. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me.
So while you sit and whistle Dixie with your money and your power, I can hear the flowers are growing in the rubble of the tower. I hear leaders quit their lying, I hear babies quit their crying, I hear soldiers quit their dying, one and all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all.
As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me.
So while you sit and whistle Dixie with your money and your power, I can hear the flowers are growing in the rubble of the tower. I hear leaders quit their lying, I hear babies quit their crying, I hear soldiers quit their dying, one and all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all.
I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond desert. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. took a long drive by the church and the high dive, past the riverbank hillside where we looked at the clouds. I believe in the big God and the multitude of love, and the fact that it's just us helping each other out. I've just been reeling, staring up at my ceiling, wishing someone would reach out, come and bust up my hideout. I'm not quite lost, not quite found, just somewhere different now. Past the corner lot teeming with weeds and trailers abandoned, people wandering around. I've been dreaming of gardens, crops that grow without dusting, in the San Rafael Highlands where we listen to bugs sing. Now I don't mind saying I believe in the waiting, in the visions of grandeur, and the random encounter. Not on fire, not burned out, just somewhere different now. I woke up this morning with a familiar feeling, like the angels were crying instead of their normal flying. When did you get so certain? Boldly draw back your curtains, lightning striking the top place, water flow through the street grates. Now I look in the mirror, can't abide what I see there. Still I play you a strong hand, what remains of a good plan. It's not quite gone, but it's not around. It must be somewhere different now. Now I caught a red light past the coffee shop starlight and plastic Christmas adornments someone left on the pavement. Just to drive feels like passion, just to let the wheels roll on. Engine light keeps on flashing, don't know what has gone wrong. I keep believing, don't know if there's a reason. I search under the pillow for the crumbs in the willow, 'cause they got me here, I'm not sure how, but I'm somewhere different now.
Thank you so much, everybody. We
Thank
are
you
Mouths
all.
of Babes. The
Thank
special
you.
guest, Nate Borofsky. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be over here at the booth saying hi, and you can take a little piece of us home with you from the merch booth. Love you all so much. See you again.